Fusroda Philadelphia. Had a new friend ask a question about increasing health and stamina. First, you got skill books out in the world that you can read, and just by opening the book, you'll increase a skill. But you really won't know what skill it's going to give you until you open it and read it. But the best way to find out which books has skills, the value will be at minimum 50 septums. And regardless of the title, it'll give you 50 septums as the value for any of the skill books out in the world that will give you a skill. Now, unless you have a mod installed to help you better notify the skill books, like with this one here, it shows it's a skill book and it increases alchemy. Now, but see, the title Herbalist Guide to Skyrim will be the title of the book out in the world, but without the mod, it'll be Herbalist Guide to Skyrim, but you see the value is 55. Any book that's 50 or higher will give you a skill increase. So without the mod, anyone that has 50 value or more, increase your skill. Now, if you want to increase your health and stamina, you increase your enchanting skill. Now, to do so, you have to just go to an enchanter and say if you find any magical items out in the world that's enchanted with an ability, you just, instead of selling all those items, first you take them to an enchanter and then you disenchant any and all of these magical items that you find out in the world. That'll help you boost your enchanting. And then you just take any item, any like low level item, it doesn't matter, it can be regular iron gauntlets. Take those iron gauntlets and then look on your list for enchantings. Usually it's something, let's say created potions, 8% more powerful, boom. Now if you level up your enchanting by just enchanting items, when you level up to 100, you can add 2 enchantments per item. Also, you level up the enchanting right here. Enchanting and items are 100% stronger. You get that when you get to enchanting level 80, but each one that you bump it up to, it'll start at, I believe it's 20 when it starts out, and then it'll jump it up, and then by the time you increase this to level 5, you get up to 100% stronger. And when you want to get the double enchanting, you have to get extra effect, and you have to get your enchanting up to level 100. Easiest way to do that is to enchant low level items repeatedly, and the more you enchant and the more you disenchant, it'll increase your enchanting. I would say increase your enchanting and smithing up to 100. Easiest way to do that is to make jewelry with any stones and metal, with like silver. So any gemstones you find some silver ore veins, or buy silver ingots or silver ore from blacksmiths or all different shops all throughout Skyrim, and craft jewelry. The more expensive the jewelry is, the more you'll level up with your smithing, which is gonna come in handy to enchant your items, so that way you can put 2 enchantments at level 100, 100% stronger, level 100, 2 enchantments on the same item, and you use the black soul gems, which are the strongest soul gems, to enchant your items and give it the highest level of enchanting. The second question that was posed to me was where to find these bad boys. Now, the Dragon Priest masks that you'll find are scattered all around Skyrim in different tombs and cairns. And usually you'll find them in those places, a tomb or a cairn. Usually if the tomb or if the tomb has a name like, let's see, what was it? Croesus is actually on top of a peak in front of a word wall. When you get up, he's up there in a sarcophagus. Easiest way to go after that one is to go to the word walls before you kill your first dragon, before all the other dragons are flying around being a pain. You go along and travel around and get all those word walls out the way first, and then grab the gold from the chest, but don't take the items. Leave the items until later, after you level up a bit. And the higher your level, by the time you kill the dragon, absorb its soul, and then you go into that chest, you'll have a higher level items to get. There's been some people talking about a free horse you can get in the game. Now, a lot of people will say that the shadow that you get when you join the thieves, when you become the master of the Dark Brotherhood, is the best horse because it can carry items and it's supposed to be invincible. But I've actually had Shadowmare die and not respawn back at the little pond outside of the Dark Brotherhood lair down by Riften. Now, this Dwarven steam horse, you can find him inside Runoff Caverns, which is between Markarth and Falkreath. Not far from the Hendrahem player home that you get with the Anniversary Edition. But you do have to go through Lost Valley Redoubt to get there. And also by right in here, Lost Valley Redoubt, right here where this little island is, you'll find a word wall, 2 hag ravens doing a ritual there. And then you cross over the bridge, Stone Cradle Tower. Right outside the cave, you'll find just the body of the Dwarven horse. Walk up to it, click on it, and then you'll start the quest. Dwarven horse. You recover all the pieces of the dismantled horse from inside the cavern, and then you bring all the pieces back outside and the horse is fixed. Forgotten Seasons is another quest that you'll find inside that same cave, which will get you some pretty sweet Dwarven armor, as well as the quest, the Dwarven Crown. while you're in the caverns, look around for it's like a little scavenger hunt where you'll find these different masks. You get 3 masks in the crown. Each mask has different attributes, and then you can attach it to the crown, and you can swap them out if you want. And once you forge the crown, you can swap the face mask out on the crown for different abilities. It took me a while to get my enchanting up to 100, but the fastest way was I got the ethereal crown by reading the book Ethereum Wars and starting the quest. Was it Forgotten? Lost Legends, I believe it was. And I combined the Lover's Stone ability, which grants 15% speed in leveling all skills across the board. And also, I took the Warrior Stone to increase all your warrior abilities. So that's one hand, two hand, blocking, and light armor, heavy armor, all increase at I think 20, 50, I thought 15%, 15 or 20% increase in that to make everything level up faster. Now you can also find items out in the world that can increase like alteration, conjuration, whatever. But if you want to get your booster enchanting, you can find items or potions. You can get the enchanter's drought, and you can drink those potions and it'll increase your enchanting as well for a short time. But the best way is to find the items out in the world. If you stumble across something that has the enchanting on it of increased enchanting, you disenchant the item and that will boost your level. But then you have to enchant items as well. So find and hoard any soul gems you find, especially black soul gems. Most black soul gems could be found around say like necromancers mainly. Sometimes the force one might have some hag ravens, definitely, because the black gems hold like human souls. Next is if you go just southeast of Morthal to Labyrinthian, you will find a building that has a strange wooden mask inside. You pick it up and you'll begin the quest for the Dragon Priest. Those masks are found in cairns mainly underground and inside tombs and cairns. Now you'll definitely find, oh yeah, really quick, once you have the Dwarven horse, any place you fast travel to, the horse follows. It will be there with you. So if you fast travel to a town or even a cave, any location, your Dwarven horse will be outside that location when you leave. Outside any city, town, cave, building, the horse will be right there. Now to find the Dragon Priest mask, you have to go into this building here, right in the center of Labyrinthian. Yeah, I know the place looks pretty beat up. Here, you'll find skeleton, dagger through the rib cage, a note, and a wooden mask on the floor. You pick up the wooden mask, and you'll be able to start the pretty lengthy quest to find all the Dragon Priest masks. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about all of them because, you know, where's the fun in, you know, just knowing where everything's located? It's kind of a cheat. But you'll find different cairns, ruins, and underground tombs. You'll run into quite a few of them all across the map. Let's see, where did I find... Croesus. He was on the top of one of these mountains in front of a word wall. And I think he's the only one I think you'll find outside. Actually, is this the place? I don't remember. I don't think so. Yeah, the place that Croesus was hanging out at is covered in snow at the top, so no, this is not it. Here there be dragons. Yeah, come get some. Boom. Come on and crash so I can take the soul. Let me get out the way. See, once you've already absorbed some of the dragon's souls at certain locations, they won't like turn to ash and disappear after a while. They'll just drop dead. Check the chest. Nice. And I say always just take everything in there, because even if it's not worth keeping, you can always sell it. You can never have too much gold. I mean, I believe I found Croesus. I think, was it here? But anyway, I hope those tips were helpful. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave a question in the comments, or if something's like irking you and you can't figure out a puzzle or something, drop a comment or drop a question. And if you like what you've been seeing, then keep dropping those thumbs up for me. I'll see what I can do to keep them coming. Nope, this isn't Croesus either. Now where is this dragon at? Already took your horde, okay. I'll go into more detailed videos when about the Dragon Priest Mask at a later date. I don't want to spoil it because, you know, exploring is part of the fun. You just gotta go into the ruins and see, there's the Dwarven horse. I crafted my own backpack. I went into Bleak Falls Barrow and I just started snatching up the linen rolls and the linen scraps and some of the embalming tools, and I just found all the items I needed within the first hour of playing and crafted some leather and crafted my own backpack. Now you can find these out in the world, but you can also find them in most of the general stores. You just gotta look through the apparel stuff. Sometimes they might even have the item for enchanting or permanently increasing the health in there too. But the trick is to disenchant all of those items first and then build up your enchanting to level 100, at least minimum up to level 80 if you want to start crafting, getting yourself some good boosts up to level 80 so you can have up to 100% improvement on all your enchanting to level 100. And use black soul gems on all of your enchanting on the things that you want to keep, but use any other soul gems on the stuff you want to sell, like common, uncommon, you know, grand soul gems, the greater soul gems, but the black ones are the strongest. Alright, Fusro died, my fellow Dovahkiin. Time to get back to the adventure.